Sound like a scam coming. Sound like a scam coming. Sound like a scam coming.
Mayat Hotel.
Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. How my mic sound, how my mic sound. What it do, what it does, what it is, what it was. It's the greatest host with the most. The people's grand chic, Brother Tahaka Bay. We in the building tonight. Yes, this is Tahaka Bay's radio. Nah, I'm just playing with your family. Nah, fam, I don't feel good tonight, man. I gotta wait till everybody come in and holler at me. Nah, I don't feel good tonight, man. I don't feel good tonight, man. Yeah, I'm not feeling myself tonight. Yeah. Man, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all all about it. Let me put this board in there. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all all about it. I'm not feeling myself tonight, family. Yeah, man, this is a sad state of affairs, man. What's up, Anthony Bryant? Michael Benson, I'm not feeling myself tonight, and I'm gonna get straight to it. Family, you know, I like to have this as an interactive, pardon me. I like to have this as an interactive show. So, you know, when you agree with me, don't hesitate to throw a 7 in the air. And if I'm off, then you can throw a 6 up. You know what I mean? Throw a 6 up. But yeah, I'm not feeling family, I figured out why the FBA and ADOS, what's up, Gregory? I figured out why the FBA and the ADOS is so bold to speak down to Pan-Africanism, right? Thurman Smart, what up? Jabril. Yeah, I figured it out, and it bothers me. It bothers me, family. It really bothers me. Cryptonomics in the building. It really bothers me, family. Can I vent to you real quick? It really bothers me what I've discovered about Pan-Africanism. I went to an event just the other day, and I had to call Moochie to vent. Here I am out here defending Pan-Africanism because the ideal is real. It's just Pan-African in America has gotten soft. From my experience, I was hoping that it was a few out there, like a brother here named Emotep. I thought it was just a little bit more. I'm doing a presentation on the culture code. Let me give the link to the culture code. I'm going to upload it probably tomorrow. Let me see if I can get to the channel, the culture code. This channel is going to be very dynamic. It's going to be very outspoken. It's going to get better as time go on. But yeah, the culture code, my bad. The culture code will be that channel where I'm going to remove all the Moorish teachings from it and upload that to another channel. And what I'm going to do is, on the culture code, I'm going to express some of the most deepest things that I feel that has been left out some of these conversations. Now, you know, on Moorish World TV, I do my presentations, etc., etc. But on this one, I'm going to make it a better production and presenting the information, because it won't be a live stream. It'll be more uploads than a live stream. So if you see the link, family, go there and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for alerts, because the channel is going to change. There's a lot of Moorish teachings on there. I'm going to remove them, and I got another channel for that. And I'm going to the art of dialogue this demonstration and break it down from my perspective on how I see things. But let me get to my point. So I goes to this event last night, and the topic of discussion, where my phone at? Let me look at this real quick because I don't want to get it wrong. Yeah, I'm feeling bad about this, family. I'm feeling bad about this. I don't feel too good about this, family. Work with me. So it's called, Will the Real Pan-Africans Please Stand Up? And it was given by my brother, Dr. Asar, and my brother Jabari here in Baltimore. And it had on the panel good brother Everett Winchester representing the UNIA, Dr. Mayat, brother Davon Love, and Dr. Tyreen Wright. People you may not be familiar with, but when I do the presentation, I'll be sure to introduce you to them via their presentation in part. So I get there a little late. I mean, got to get the family together, et cetera, et cetera. I get there a little late, but I get there in enough time where I can kind of, get the gist of what's going on. You know, we ain't slow, so we can get the gist of what's going on. And as I'm listening, I'm getting the sense of, if you will, it's the same old conversation. Press 7 if y'all familiar with lectures. Do y'all do lectures or watch lectures, go to lectures? At some point, it seems like the same old conversation. We need to teach our family. We need to build this. We need. But it's not enough building on the execution of anything. You understand? It's always what we need to do, what the problem is. We know what the problem is. I think we're clear what the problem is. So I asked a question. I say that there's a concentrated effort on social media as well as in public, but pretty much on social media, to undermine what Pan-Africanism is. It's a concentrated effort. Basically, if you believe that we all could have a space in working together, those of African descent, those of melanated complexion, if you believe that we can work together, whether it's economics, whether it's educational, whether it's spiritual, whether it's political, if you believe that we can work together, then you believe in Pan-Africanist ideology. If only in part. So I said, what do we do? What is the approach? And how do you address the blatant undermining on social media? And my brother and my friend said, oh, they already answered that question. Go back and watch the video. You're going to be surprised. They answered that question. Go watch the video. Now, at the time, when I asked the question, which I will show it on the Culture Code page. Now, when I asked the question, I could sense nobody wanted to really answer the question, how they looked. And that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. And when my brother Jabari said, oh, no. You got to go back and watch it. So anyway, long story short, to get to my point, I go back after the lecture, I come home and I watch the actual lecture from start to finish. I didn't see one hint of a direct answer to that question. Let me tell you what I'm asking to be clear. I'm asking if there is a concentrated campaign to undermine us as a people, what counter thing do we have in place to make sure we're not undermined? Do you understand what I'm saying? Press 7 if you understand what I'm saying. If there is a measure to undermine, whether it's Pan-Africanism, whether it's socialism, whether it's economic strides, whatever it is, if there is something to undermine it, I'm asking specifically, how do we address it head on and correct it? Family, what I come to understand is that the reason why FBA is so bold saying Pan-Africanism is dead, because there is no soldier mouthpiece to hold them accountable. There is no soldiers to intellectually battle and say this is what it is and this is what it's not. This is the problem. We have handed over Pan-Africanism and the concept, if you don't want to call it Pan-Africanism, ultimate unity, we have handed over to intellectuals. We hand it over to intellectuals. So now, at the end of the day, everybody wants to intellectualize a solution. See, back in the day, although the Pan-Africanists like Bobby Seals or Fran Hampton or some of the Black Panthers that came out of college, they were intelligent, but they wasn't scared to look not only their people in the face, the drug dealer in the face, the crook in the face, they were also able to look the power structure in the face. These Pan-Africanism today, they ain't looking at nobody in the face. They want to intellectualize our plight. They want to sound intelligent about the problem. They want to sound very seasoned in being aware of the problem. See, the difference is as my brother Cryptonomics said, Khalid Muhammad was a Pan-African. The difference is that Khalid Muhammad, he went to the youth whether they were conscious or not. Dr. Khalid Muhammad went to the youth whether they knew about Allah, whether they knew about Hotep, whether they knew about Moor or not. He went to the youth. Dr. Khalid Muhammad. Pan-Africanists today, they want to group amongst each other and intellectualize the struggle. So when a meeting is called, it doesn't go out to the public. It goes to those who are aware of the problem, and they discuss the problem and sing to the choir. And that gives FBA the ability to say, Pan-Africanism is dead. Pan-Africanism isn't dead. Pan-Africanism isn't dead. It's just the intellectuals are out in the forefront talking to each other. They're out in the forefront talking to each other, as opposed to setting up things to feed people like the Black Panthers did. Rather than setting up something to helping ladies to get their medicine or medical supplies. Rather setting up stuff to get the children education and healthy fruit and vegetables. It's like you can still do the food program, because the food that they are giving to people is nothing more than hormone-filled, pesticide-filled garbage that kills people. So all you have to do is find access to organic food and give it to people. Somebody said, well, why ain't you doing it to Harker Bay? Oh, I'm on the way. I'm fed up, man. I'm fed up. I'm fed up. This is ridiculous, man. Now I sit there for the little while that I was there, I was literally uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable because I know how I feel about this struggle that we are in as a people. And I heard the same stuff that I've been hearing for over 10 years. It's sad, man. It's sad. It really saddened me. I was talking to Moochie last night. I was like, man, I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed. It was a brother in the crowd. That said, how are we here talking about Pan-Africanism and many of us in this room don't know each other or even work with one another? I said, good goodness gracious. Now that's a soldier. But they so far in between. He said, how can we talk about Pan-Africanism, which basically, and I'm going to add this part, which is a global thing, and many of us in Baltimore City don't even work together towards a common effort. But we'll meet at the lecture together. And I'm adding that part. That we'll meet. I said, that brother is spot on. And think about it. We can talk about, like, FBA ain't even in the conversation because FBA, they don't even have nobody on the ground. They don't have nobody on the ground. So Pan-Africanists, they do have intellectuals having conversations. But at the end of the day, it's a brother in Baltimore named Baba Imhotep. That brother is organized and executing. Yes, he got books. Yes, he does do lectures, but he organizing a community and executing. And it's a few others here. My brother that was on the panel for the UNIA, also solid brother. But the intellectuals, they rather be seen as super intelligent more than anything. So family, yeah, I'm kind of upset. I was upset. Dr. Mayat, when I listen to Dr. Mayat, I don't say much to Dr. Mayat, but for the sake of this presentation, I have to speak on it. I didn't speak to Dr. Mayat. I don't speak to Dr. Mayat. I have no ill will towards Dr. Mayat. But I just can't be rocking with people who straddle the fence. Like, our people are dying for the lack of knowledge. And if you're straddling the fence, it's hard for me to take you serious. It's just hard for me to take you serious. And when I listened to Dr. Mayat, in which they told me, go back and listen. You'll see. Even Dr. Mayat had something to say. But I watched how even Dr. Mayat, when she spoke on Tariq, she was very careful and she tiptoed. Let me.
Native Americans. No, we don't have nothing to do with Africa. And you got people, and and brother Tariq Nasheed, I'm going to call his name, and this brother and I, we talk. I've been featured in his documentaries. We talk. But even with the foundational Black American movement, you got a push to separate us from Africa. And that's where I draw the line. And he knows that. And you see, I'm seeing this is being live streamed. He knows that because I've had conversations with him about that. We are African people first. So to be a Pan-Africanist is to understand that we are African first, to understand that we all have a shared identity. Let
Let me run this back real quick. Can you hear?
Native Americans. No, we don't have nothing to do with Africa. And you got people, and and brother Tariq Nasheed, I'm gonna call his name, and this brother and I, we talk. I've been featured in this documentary.
Now, this is the thing. With all of the negative stuff and all of the undermining that Tariq Nasheed has put out about Pan-Africanism, about Africans, about people descended of African, how can one straddle the fence and claim to be a Pan-Africanist? That doesn't mean that you want harm come to nobody. That doesn't mean that you want to see them self-destruct. But at some point, in her own words, what does drawing the line mean? As long as if long as you're able to take a check from someone that does not align with the specific ideology that you know that's good for our people, then there is a problem. There is a problem. See, when Tariq Nasheed cut the check, that little $1,000 or $1,500, $2,000 to have them at the lecture, that's compromise. Like a KKK member could not pay me anything to speak at their rally. I don't need that type of publicity. I don't need that type of attention. I don't need that type of platform. I create my own platform before I do that. And it's the same principle. So at a Pan-Africanist conversation, like, how can I take you serious? How can I take you serious? And that brings me to what we're talking about tonight. What we're talking about tonight is the ultimate grift. One thing that Dr. Mayat was really hitting home with was Dr. Umar. She was saying things about Dr. Umar that it misses its mark when the same person that hires you to do his lectures for validation is worse than Umar. What do I mean he's worse than Umar? Umar is just not as good with the finesse. Yes, Umar got a smooth finesse. Tonight we're going to talk about who is the best with the finesse. Umar got a finesse, but he's just not as good as Sneaky Ricky with the finesse. That's all. So if you call out Umar and you make a whole platform, a whole stand against Umar, then you got to make the equal stand against Tariq Nasheed. They both, who is the best with the finesse? That's what it boiled down to. It's two finesses going on. Who is the best with the finesse is what is on the chart today. That's what's on the platter today. And family, we're going to look at the finesse. Like, you cannot sit there and talk about Umar. You cannot sit there and talk about Umar and not use them same requirements for Tariq Nasheed. Somebody, Kemet TV, say Umar is a B-grade finesser. He is not a good finesser like Tariq. There you go, Kemet TV. We can look at Umar. He's just not a good finesser. He's good, but he's not as good. And the reason why I say good, because he got millions of dollars with his finesse. But he's not as good as Tariq Nasheed. See, come on. Let's look at this. Umar Finessed bought a building that he couldn't bring to reality of a school. Tariq Nasheed tells you to donate for a DVD, a documentary, makes the documentary with the bare minimum, and then sell it back to you. You stole Larry Lurg, Cadillac, sold it back, and kept the hubcaps. Tariq, that type of finesser. He's that type of finesser. He's going to make you buy something, convinced that you need to buy something, convinced that it's going to benefit you to buy it, and then you buy into it, and then he sell it back to you again. Ain't no finessing getting better than that.
Certified boogeyman.
Ain't no finessing getting better than that, family. I'm telling you now.
Certified boogeyman.
Check 1, 2.
Certified boogeyman.
Oh, no,
we're gonna speak the truth, regardless of whether you like that truth or not.
Yeah.
We're in the 21st century. How people are poor, hungry, ragged, naked, and out of doors. How people are being murdered on a daily and consistent basis.
It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. A couple weak frauds that crept through. He put the peen on me. I didn't neglect you. Time's up, allow me to bless you. To yell reparations and he got your attention. A failed clown rapper, claim he was pimping. But you don't know, he was a fed since 9-0. Cosmo Flex was a front for 5-0.
You can't get dropped in a pit of snakes.
Certified boogeyman.
And trying to figure out which one has the venom sac. I'm this tall. This one is not poison.
FBA laughed when he went to the Romans. I guess they don't understand that's you own them. Lying on GS, claiming I stalked them. That ain't true, cause if it was, I'd have chalked them. I'm simply a blogger, researching for the family. Cause people look like me, continue to scam me, continue to scam us in the name of liberation. But when we call them out, it seems that they hate me.
Certified boogeyman.
Yeah, family, welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV. Yeah. I am your host.
Certified boogeyman.
Come on, brother Tariq Day. Tariq Bay. I'm back like I left something. And you kept fronting, sick the peens on me, but they ain't really stopping nothing. How you say you slap a man and go get a peace order? Something ain't adding up. I'm swimming in the deep waters. Time to take a deep dive. See who you really are. Who named you Tariq Nasheed? Affiliated with the guns? Nah, you ain't a Sunni or the nation, but ain't nobody question why you perpetrating. See, early in the 90s, they put you on a mission. Hip hop was conscious. You came with something different. Goofy clown rap. It took it off track, but you was so whack. Nobody followed the act. So they made another character, turned you to a thug. From Cosmo to K-Flack, but still got no love. Album with Wood, it was trash, no good. You was hip-hop police, snitching on the hood. How you make a documentary about hip-hop and not include yourself in all your albums that flop? Yeah, you got some dark secrets, I'm here to expose them. And I don't plan to stop until everybody knows them. Family, welcome. I'm at it. Family, welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV. I'm your host, Brother Tariq Bay, family, and tonight I'm so glad that Thurman Smart, my brother, a Moorish World TV citizen, he said he thinks that Umar finessed more money than Tariq Nasheed. Let me see if I can get my brother, my bear, my friend. We have a list. I ain't even pulled a list because I got some other stuff. Family, if you want to support the channel, I seen them do this too. I said, man, these grifters are good. I'm gonna put this up there so you can support the channel. Let me see if it works. Let me see if it works. I see what them channels do. That's about. I need to try that, man. People always talk about let me call in. Cryptonomics say you should charge for them to call in. I say, yeah, shoot, I'm out here. Let me see if it works. Oh yeah, she worked too. She worked too. That's right. That's right. Oh, let me give you an update. So listen, Tariq Nasheed, somebody say, where's Peanut? Tariq Nasheed recently posted a picture with him and Peanut at the Usher concert. So I told y'all before. Listen, I told y'all before. Mama, if you don't remember, I say, you watch what I tell you. I said, ain't nobody seen Peanut in a long time. I said, but after this video, he's going to find a way to get her in the picture. I said it. I said, he going to find a way. I said, I don't care if he got to make up. I don't care. He going to find a way. Because he watches Moorish World TV. He watches Moorish World TV. I said, he going to find a way. Yeah. I say, I knew it was going to happen. It took a minute now. I knew. Now, listen. He's a finesser. So, you know what he did? Hold on. Y'all think I'm playing. Look, let me show you. Let me show you what he did. I'm going to show y'all what he did. Watch this. Let me show you what he did. There, y'all think I'm playing. I'm going to show you exactly what he did. What he did was, and I'm only going to give you a snapshot real quick. What he did was, he literally took a picture, right? A video, if you will. But I'm going to show you what he put on the video. Where did I put that thing at? Where did I put it at? I wanted to get you a snapshot real quick because I don't want to spend too much time on it. Here it is. Look. This joker wild, man. This joker wild. I control this joker, man. That's right. I control it. This joker. Look. So I'm gonna help him send his message. He was trying to send his message. I'm gonna help him. So he said, you want to go see Chris Brown, baby? I take you to see Chris Brown, baby. And then when he went to see Chris Brown, he took the opportunity to take a picture. But look how he put his hand on his chest. And he got the ring finger separated. Is that the left hand? Let me see. Yeah, that's the left hand. He got the ring finger. He's sending a message. I keep on telling you, you crazy FBAs, this guy is he's not the brightest light bulb in the dark room, but he's sharp. He's sharp as ever. I mean, he's sharp. So he did this for us. And if you look at the background, right there, you see Lexi. But it took him a whole month to convince her, and he had to pay. He had to pay with a Chris Brown concert. Listen. See, many of us understand how this works. Some of y'all brothers know good and well. Some of y'all brothers know good and well that y'all can go back and play around with baby mama to the end of time. You know what I'm saying? Baby mama say that's it. But at some point, you go back. You gotta remember that we understand the age in which she was duped. You know what I mean? We understand the age that she was duped. So you know what I mean? It might take her a couple times for her to get it. It might take her a couple times. You feel me? But hold up. Somebody just said that somebody got a tethered hairline. Hold up now. Somebody said that someone has a tethered hairline. Hold up, family. We got to go back and check that out. Hold up. A tethered hairline. Let's see. Let's see what they say. Let's see. They hanging out like buddies. Hold up, family. I got you. Let me show it to you. Yeah, they hanging out like buddies. Yeah, they hanging out like buddies. Yeah, but man, shout out, man. I don't want to see no family broke up. I hope they do get back together though. Real talk, family. One thing about me, I don't like families to be broken up because children are affected. You know what I mean? I like to joke and play, but I really don't want to see families broke up, you know. But at the same time, what she has been through, you know, I think that it deserves her to rethink. But hey, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a counselor. You know what I'm saying? If you got to live in a prison all of your life because someone else has been doing things that compromises your freedom and your liberty and continues to do weird things online for the sake of a paycheck, you might want to reconsider. You know, it's a big world out there that you're missing and you can't really experience due to what the person that you're with is practicing. But with that being said, we're back to the show with who finessed the best. Now, first of all, with Umar, we have to ask ourselves, what is the money count on Umar? Do anybody know? Somebody put it in the chat. What is the money count on Umar? Do anybody know? Anybody ever have a definitive number on Umar? Now, with that being said, Umar might be a little bit more sharper because you can't really audit Umar at this time. I mean, not all of his coins. You can't, so you have to take a guess. You can't audit all of his coins. You feel what I'm saying? What is the number on Umar? Anybody? Let me see if anybody's, let me look at the chat. What is the number? What type of number? Somebody say 2.53 million. A Thurman Smart says 1.7 million. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Thurman Smart. I did some running, I did some numbers, and I tried to trace some things back. Thurman Smart, are you at home or do you have a pen? Press 7 if you have a pen. Coke is expensive. Michael Benson. Oh, my God.
This is a sick Negro.
Hey, Michael Benson. What's up with Umar? What's up with him?
This is a sick Negro.
Hey. So, I need to know. Lemon said 2.5 million. All right, let's look at these numbers real quick. Let's look at these numbers. Family, I want somebody to calculate this thing, man. Now, hey, somebody, who's going to, Sandy, are you home? Do you have a pen? We need a Moorish World TV secretary. We need a Moorish World TV secretary with a pen. Because I need you to add these numbers up and tell them what it is. I purposely didn't add these up because this is a show and tell class. You know what I mean? Moorish World TV is show and tell. I show you the evidence, tell you the truth, but you're going to have to put it together yourself. All right? You have to put it together yourself. All right? So we need someone with an ink pen to tell us the numbers once we break them down. All right? All right, here we go. Who got a pen? Exposing the frauds got a pen. Here we go. Don't fall asleep on me. Exposing frauds. She like to lead the show on me. You know what I mean? We got to get these numbers. We got to get these numbers right. We're going to expose the frauds. Okay, here we go. Let's At work nurse life. Uh-oh, that's good. Take care of my people. I went to a nursing home today and to see my uncle, and man, they was in there playing spades. My uncle was ignoring me, man. I'm like, man, what you doing ignoring me? I mean, they're playing spades. They got the shuffling thing like the casino guy. He ain't even got to shuffle because they kind of older. I'm like, man, you ignoring me, man. I'm here to talk to you, man. Man, I should steal you. You know what I mean? But I had to leave, man. He was ignoring me, playing spades. So I don't know what type of nurse life you do, but if you do that dealing with older people, boy, they can be some mean, ornery people for some reason. My uncle like completely ignored me, man. I'm like, man, you know who I am? I'm Tariq Bay. Stop, but I got foreign impossible. I got foreign. Be quiet, boy. I got foreign impossible. I got foreign impossible. I said, Uncle Frank, I'm right here, man. Be quiet, boy. Make that 5. What you got? You act like I ain't even there. Shout out to my Uncle Frank Nitty. Anyway, family, I talk to y'all like family because you are my family. But anyway, family, let's get it going now. Let's get it going. So somebody got a pen, and here we go. Hey, family, if you know that this is the best a podcast or platform on social media or competing with the best, please make sure that you hit that thumbs up for me, family, because this type of social media don't get to see the light of day. This that type of social media where we can talk at the cookout. You know what I mean? This the cookout social media. You know what I'm talking about? This that social media platform where, hey man, that's my man type of thing. You know what I mean? So yeah. So make sure you hit that thumbs up. You know what I mean? Yeah, this the round the way thing. Like, man, I'm going to the cookout. You know what I mean? Grand Sheik had him a cookout today. And we just talking about some stuff, you know what I mean? But we're gonna bring the receipts. With that being said, let's get it. Let's get it. There you go. There you go. So listen. So here's the first number. Now don't double numbers on me because I put this together pretty fast now. So don't double numbers on me. GoFundMe, when he had a GoFundMe, he had mentioned that he raised $375,989 in the 28th month since it began his campaign. That was in 2015, if I'm not mistaken, that he announced that. This does not include the cash that he raised to in-person solicitations and speaking engagement or money that has been mailed to him by his supporters outside his online campaign. On Monday's News One, this was when he was on with Roland Martin. He said he had raised $700,000. That's the Roland Martin show. When he was on Roland Martin years ago, he said he had raised $700,000. Are y'all with me? So we got $700,000. And I don't know if these numbers are combined or separate, but keep on watching and you decide whoever got the pin. All right. So 700,000, 2015. GoFundMe ended up at 403,000. All right. And then the PayPal. Okay, do anybody remember the PayPal? Okay, so write this down. Write this down. Write this down. Here we go. Write this down. And figure this out for me. Expose the frauds. Okay. So we got 375,000, 700,000. So 2015, he said he raised 700,000. So that's a complete number. Let's leave that complete number. All right. And then, do anybody remember the PayPal freeze? I remember the PayPal freeze, but the only number that we can remember about the PayPal freeze is $100,000. You know what I mean? But it was only frozen until he could somehow get a 501c3. Y'all follow me? It was contingent upon him getting a 501c3. You know what I mean? And so ultimately he would get the 501c3. So here we go.
Doing okay. PayPal. So we doing okay. PayPal sabotaged us, y'all. Let me tell you how PayPal sabotaged.
Hold on.
I called PayPal before I started using PayPal for the school fundraising. And
Let me stop it. I want to play it so I can hear it. I can't hear it right now.
Doing okay. PayPal. So we doing okay. PayPal sabotaged us, y'all. Let me tell you how PayPal sabotaged. I called PayPal before I started using PayPal for the school fundraising. And I didn't want to use PayPal, but lazy Negroes kept talking about why I just can't make an online donation. Take your lazy ass to the post office and get a stamp. But anyway, they kept on bugging me, so I said, okay, let me do this PayPal. Now, I called PayPal. Your lazy ass to the post office and get a stamp. I just can't make an online donation. Take your lazy ass to the post office. I just can't make an online donation. Take your lazy ass to the post office and get a stamp. But anyway, they kept on bugging me, so I said, okay, let me do this PayPal. Now, I called PayPal first. I said, listen, I don't have tax exempt status yet. I won't have it to the end of the year. And I don't want y'all to freeze my account. If y'all going to freeze my account, I don't even want to start with PayPal. They told me you should be fine. Now check this out. We raised $25,000. PayPal don't say nothing. We raise $50,000, PayPal don't say nothing. We raise $100,000, PayPal don't say nothing. So when I get to $125,000, they freeze my damn account.
$125,000. Y'all got that? $125,000. Got that number? See, this is the number that people forgot about. 125,000. But the whole thing about it is that when they unfroze it, we don't know. What's the count so far? Exposing the fraud. Where we at so far? What's our number? What we looking like? What we looking like for Umar? What we looking like? I need to know the number. Expose the fraud. What's the number like for Umar? Oh, man. Who is the best with the finesse? Umar has raised a few million. Kaj G. All right. Kaj G. What we got so far? 1.2. Thank you, Thurman Smart. Thurman Smart good with that paper. He good with that paper. 1.2. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We're going to find out tonight. Because if anybody come at Umar, they need to go at Tariq Nasheed too. They are the top grifters of our time. All right? So there's GoFundMe. Okay. All right, there's no file. Oh, so that's all we got from Umar for real. We don't know about the Cash App. Somebody wants you to donate for Umar against fraud charges. Ain't nobody donate. And y'all see that? Somebody created a GoFundMe for Umar because they say they anticipating that he going to get some fraud charges, man. Our people something else, man. poor Uncle Umar. Goodness and gracious, man. Our people something. Ain't nobody even donate either, man. Poor Uncle Umar, man. It's ridiculous, man. Listen, and unbelievable, man. Our people terrible, man. Look at that. Okay, so here we go. Now, let's start with, if we can, I think we need to start with what we got. Somebody said 2 mil. Did we get 2 mil? That's all right. You can donate to me too. I ain't gonna griff you. Did we get the 2 mil? Someone exposing the fraud said 1.6 mil. Now that's what we can account for. All right. It could be more, but that's all we got right there. You know what I mean? That's all we got right there. And one thing that we do have on Umar too is when someone asks him,
money you bring. And how do we know how much money you bring?
Because I tell people.
So you don't have any account.
Somebody asked Umar, how do we know how much money you bring? Umar say, because I tell people. I told you he's not a good finesser. He's not a good finesser because I tell people. That's his accounting strategy. Hold on, I gotta play that again. Umar, my God. Watch this, listen.
Money you bring. And how do we know how much money you bring?
Because I tell people. Because I tell people. Because I tell people.
Man, you can't make this stuff up, man. Oh, woo! Because I tell people. Like, goodness. Listen, let me give a caveat to this, family. Let me give a caveat. Family, there is nothing wrong with getting donations. There's nothing wrong with funding someone who has a project that can help humanity, or you decide to donate to someone that you are comfortable with donating to. The problem with these subjects that we're talking about is the manipulation and the selling of an idea for the donations. That's the problem. So don't get it twisted. Listen, The world is built on reciprocal helps and mutual obligations. That's what the world is built on. The world is built on I give, you give. I give, you give. Whether you give your time to a job and someone pays you. You give, I give, you give. The whole thing about this is that this is under the premise of social advancement and fighting the ignorance amongst our people, whether it be politically, socially, or economically. So that's the problem. The problem is never donating. It's never that. The problem is hustling in the name of social advancement. That's the problem. So I don't want anybody to get it twisted, because people donate to me. If you donate to the channel, you donate to me. But I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not going to make you a promise that I can't obviously deliver. I can't deliver you no school. I can deliver a schoolhouse. I can't deliver a campus. I know the state of mind of our people. For number one, I know what it takes to build a school on a campus, or to rehabilitate a school on a campus. I know what it takes financially. That's a big bill. Now, not only what it takes to rehabilitate two buildings, I know what it takes to keep the grass cut. I know what it takes to keep a nurse in there year round for each semester. I know what it takes to keep the janitor around year semester. I know what it takes to keep the food fresh, good, healthy for each semester. We ain't even getting to the teachers yet. I know what it takes to get all the codes passed. I know what it takes. And in reality, I don't know in great detail what it takes, but I consider all of these things before I put before the people that I'm going to build a school on a campus the size of a mini college. It doesn't make sense. Now, I can say I'm going to build a schoolhouse. It's going to be a one-building schoolhouse like our forefathers and foremothers had after slavery. And we're going to start with that. And if that's successful, then we're going to move on to the next. Make your donation. Now, if I fail with a 20-student schoolhouse, you know good and well you shouldn't donate to me for a campus. You should not donate. I'm telling you off the top, if I fail with a 20-student schoolhouse, there's no way you should fall for the okie doke. So, with that being said, family, let me finish letting this play real quick.
So you don't have any accountability system. You were just talking about accountability, so I was wondering about your accountability system. Do you have anything in place, like a PayPal account or anything that people can look at to see that what has been raised already?
You made a statement.
Because we're only going to take a break.
I'm hoping that you wouldn't cut me off. You don't want to answer questions. I'm wondering about your...
Go to the break. She's a reactionary.
You notice
we really got to take a break at the top of the hour. We'll take your calls in about 2.5 minutes. Psychologist. He's also a direct descendant of Frederick Douglass. He's a Garveyite, folks. He works directly with our young people.
Now that's a radio show interview. But you notice the same way when our sister called up to the radio or to the podcast show to ask Tariq about messing with or talking about, talking about young girls in high school. He did the same thing. Hold on, let's cut the show. Same thing. And that, like, man, maybe I need to show that to y'all. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Nah, y'all seen it. It's in my shorts. It's in my YouTube shorts. Y'all can find it. All right. So boom, we got Umar at a couple dollars. We got him at a couple dollars. What we got him at? I forget the number. 1.6. Somebody said we got a number at 1.6. Is that what we got? We got Umar at We got him at 1.6, right? All right, now we got to go to Tariq. We got to see what he got. Let's see what he got. All right. Exposing the frauds. Are you still there? Check 1, 2. Are you still there? I need a 7 in the air because we're going to be all right. We got what's the final number? Because that's all we can account for. We can't go more than what we can account for. What's the final number? I'm waiting for the number. We got a delay. We got a delay on my end. I'm waiting for the number. What's the final number exposing the frauds? Thurman Smart. What we got? What we got? I'm waiting on y'all. That's right. The people waiting. All right. What's the number? Let me see it one last time. Waiting on y'all. Yeah, y'all playing around with this thing. Yeah, we ain't playing. We gonna see what they do. Now. All right. We gonna see what they do. All right, now this one is gonna be very hard to keep up with. All right? So don't do the same numbers twice. Okay? All right, we got 1.2 million. All right. Now listen, this one gonna be hard to keep up with. 1.2 to 1.6. Okay, that's good. That's a good roundabout number. All right, here we go. Here we go. Now look, the way that you want to do this one is you want to make sure that you don't do the same thing twice. All right? You want to make sure that you don't do the same thing twice. So let's start off with, which is this? Hidden colors. Are you ready? I can't see it. I can't see it. It's blurry. Hold up. 26,722 look like it. Hidden colors. Hidden colors 1. All right. Hidden colors 2, 135,000.61. All right. Haiti, $261,945,000. Are you keeping up with me, hidden frauds? Come on now. Okay. Hidden colors 2, 37,687,000. Hidden colors 3, 72,733,000. We say hidden colors 5? No, nope. Hidden colors 5, 226,843,000. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't even count. 226,843. All right. American Maroon, 92,180. Buck breaking, 92,803. The Hidden History Museum, 1,188,323. All right, let's stop there and let's see what number she got so far. Let's see what number she got so far. Hey, just throw a 7 up there while you adding it all up, sis. Let me know that you got these numbers because we're going to see who have done the biggest finesse. Who finessed the best? Who finessed the best? That's the question. What we got? All right. Now, but we not finished. All right. What we got so far? That was a loan, wasn't it? No, that wasn't a loan. After he acquired the 1.188 million, he went and got a loan. 1.188 million. After he got that, he went and got a loan. All right. So what's the number we looking at so far? Let me see what we looking at. I'm trying to see what we looking at. Oh, JT think he can do some pocket watching. G Mayat said I was a sucker. I bought it too. I bought it too. I got bootleg. Yeah, I got that thing bootleg. It did. Shoot, they had him. It wasn't. And the thing was, I ain't even really watch it. I didn't got the bootleg for no reason at all anyway. 2.1 million. Okay, now make sure I don't repeat this, sis, because here we go. I am not finished yet. I'm not finished yet. Hold up. I'm not finished yet. Just make sure I don't say the same thing twice, all right? So you got to watch it closely. Okay, $17,470 to raise awareness and appreciation for Ulu Stevens' work. All right. We got 9,151 for Helping Hands to Haiti. All right. We have $3,836 for backpacks. All right, keep it going. We got $56,191 for reparations Juneteenth in D.C. Now, the reason why we're pointing this out because none of this advanced anything. None of it advanced anything. These are from where I stand, it's all with promo leading to the bigger hustle. The Foundational Black American Convention, it raised $118,000, $775, and people still had to pay to get in. Y'all see that? For a convention. Now, someone said what makes Umar arguably worse is the fact that only has an abandoned building after raising $1.6 million. No, to me, what makes it worse is one can raise $118,000, $775, and then make you pay to get in. At this point, Umar still got the buildings. There's still some chance for the believers in Umar. But there is no chance for getting this sort of donation. All right. And if you don't remember this one, he did a donation for the reality show, the travel reality show called Ism. And he raised $10,406. You remember that? Anybody remember that? Hold up. Anybody remember that? Who remember that? He raised $10,406 for a traveling reality show. Anybody seen the reality show? Now, someone might say to me, well, Grand Sheik, what about the collection you did for the Moorish World TV van? Family, I will assure you that only the closest people to me made contributions. And I still have the vehicle. In fact, I don't have the vehicle. I traded it out because too many stalkers. So when you see me moving around, but I don't even care no more. I'm about to go ahead and put a what's the name on that demonstration? I'm gonna go ahead and put the Moorish World TV wrap on it now. You know what I mean? I showed the vehicle that I had, and then I was like, man, hold up, man, am I doing that right? And at the time, people were stalking and talking crazy, and I said, man, I don't want to do that. Put the wrap on it, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the wrap on it now, and just get insurance on it. And if someone chooses to tear it up, then hey, I'm gonna just go ahead and use the insurance and get something else. It is what it is. That's right. But at the end of the day, yep, still got it, and we're gonna put the wrap on it. Yep. Now. We gonna put the wrap on it. Moorish World TV wrap, and Culture Code wrap. We going up this fall. We going all the way up this fall. Yeah. So we got that. Let me see what else we have. Did we get 1804? Hidden history of 1804. 261,000. Let me make sure I didn't say that. Let me look at my. Yep, we got that. Let me see what else we didn't get. Oh, American Maroon. Did we get that? Yeah, we about to take the show on the road real soon. Let me make sure, did we get American Maroon real quick? American Maroon. Yep, we got that. We got the Hidden History Museum. Microphone check. $261,720. You got that? I know we didn't get that. You get that? That's the last one for now. Unless we got some things that pop up. What we got? All right, what's our grand total? What's our grand total? All right. I'm about to write the grand total down. So I think, hold up 1 second. Yeah, what's our grand total? We need our grand total up here. Let's see what we got. More Rust. Hold up. Let me see what the More Rust thing is. Okay, let me see. Somebody said More Rust. Okay, we're going to see. All right, let's see what we got. Somebody said we got 2.6 million. All right, let's see what the More Rust. All right. Hold up. I almost messed that one up. There is a more. Kickstarter. Let's see. It was on Kickstarter. Anybody remember that? Hold on. You can't even find that demonstration no more. Let me see. I'm going to try to get it for y'all. I'm going to just look right here and then I'm out of here. So far, who is beaten on the grifting tip? You know who's beaten. Here we go. Y'all know who beaten. Okay, the More Rust app, $83,000. Now, 83,000. Here we go. Give me a new number. I need a new number. Here we go. Here we go. Receipts. 83,214 and no app. And no app. Making Moves Major. Thank you, Making Moves. There it goes right there. So family, let's just wrap this up. Who finessed the best? So anybody that wants to get on Umar Johnson, don't forget that he didn't out-finesse Tariq Nasheed when it comes to getting to the bag and not delivering. And not delivering. I'm not saying he didn't deliver DVDs. I'm not saying he didn't deliver documentaries, but he sold them back. Everything that people paid for, he sold it back. So yeah, Umar got some bandit buildings. And hey listen, Umar got some abandoned buildings. But for the Umar hopefuls, right now, he still have the buildings. FBA don't have a museum. It's a place with pictures and figurines off of the internet. But if you want to call it a museum, tomato. Tomato, fine. You want to call it a museum and you want to convince yourself that that's a museum like the African American Museum in D.C. or the African American Museum in Los Angeles right up the street from there. If you want to convince yourself that buying stuff off of the internet and putting it on the wall is a museum, then fine. Grabbing some glass cases and putting some little bus on there, then fine. If you want to call it a museum, then fine. But on the record and for the record, there is no place legally called a hidden history museum. That is Melanoid Nations building. You hear what I say? That building was purchased by Melanoid Nation. When that building is sold, he will have to finagle how to get it back into his pocket. Because once you put something in a non-profit, the proceeds must go to a non-profit. You hear what I say? Let me tell you about non-profit. Press 7 if you understand. Now, I don't know how they finagle it. I don't know. But in a nonprofit, you're really just managing public money. It's really not your money. You're managing public money. That is public money to benefit the public. So when you sell it, the proceeds have to go to a nonprofit. So that's not an FBA museum. Because on the legal document, it's owned by Melanoid Nation. And I'm not telling you something that you can't look up and research for yourself. It's not owned. It's not a business called the Hidden History Museum. There is no business license. There is nothing called the Hidden History Museum like that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It is what it is. If FBA believed that, then that's on them. I mean, good luck. Kudos to that. I would hope that he would. See, it would be nice if he could parlay that into a legitimate museum and not a comedy club. It would be nice. And then you can have bragging rights. I told you. And then guess what I'm going to say? Y'all got that one. Tahaka Bay, Moorish World TV, Moochie Bear, 1,000. FBA 1. You got that one. And I would yield and be like, you got that one. But as of now, that's not it. The thing about Umar has yet to complete his goal which I don't think he's going to complete it. But he have yet to complete his goal. So the haters, those that disbelieve in it like myself, not a hater, I just disbelieve in it. And then you got some haters, they real hateful, man. Good goodness gracious. They act like Umar did something to them personally and they ain't even donate nothing. I just disbelieve in that it's going to come to fruition just because the variables that exist about the project. But you got some people that's just hateful. They just hateful. They just hateful. You know what I'm saying? I have no reason to hate the brother. I have no reason to hate Tariq Nasheed. But I got to put the information out to the people. So now, I think the votes is in. Can we get both numbers? One, we can account for 1.6 million, and other, we can count for 2.6 million. Who is the best to finesse? Who's the best? I think it's very easy. We know who's the best to finesse. Anybody want to say it? What's the number? Anybody want to say it? Who was the best to finesse? We already know. Tariq Nasheed. He was the best to finesse. So yeah, family, I want to do this comparison, but I really wanted to come in here tonight and give you a heads up about the new channel, the Culture Code, where I will be breaking down things of the day. How many people do y'all like the things that's going on in hip hop world with classic hip hop coming back, the Young Thug stuff? I want to speak on things like that, like the snitching stuff. Like I got a real different perspective on this snitching thing. Like, many people think that snitching culture is a thing that no one is supposed to say anything when something goes wrong. And there's a perspective though. Like, if you are in a criminal element and you are both breaking law, like, the honorable thing among the thieves is we both are guilty and we both is not supposed to say nothing. That's an unwritten rule for criminals. So when you look at things like the Young Thug, he sit down and talk to the police for an hour. And say he didn't snitch. And you have people that's saying that that's not snitching. But in the criminal element, even in one of his songs, he said you don't supposed to say nothing to the police. So if he can sit that comfortably to talk to the police for an hour, that just means that he's been talking to the police. He was too comfortable. If anybody ever seen an interview, he was flirting with the detective. He was telling the detective he's going to write a song about her. He was way too comfortable. Now, I done seen times that he said he was finessing them. You can't finesse police. The only way you finesse police is get your attorney, or if you're taking a plea and say, listen, this is the part I played, hey, do what you gotta do. But you don't talk to a police for an hour. What are you finessing them for? They're not the judge. They can't give you time. In fact, they can charge you, but that charge may not even be the charge that you go with when you go to court, because the DA can even change the charge. How can you finesse the police? You can't finesse the police. The police are only there to gather information. And so anything that you say to them, as they said, can be used against you in the court of law. That's the fake out. You can't finesse police. But now I can see if he was young, 17, 18, You know what I mean? Things, I mean, like Charleston White said, you know, man, I was a kid. I mean, I can get that. You know what I mean? Like they play them little children out of stuff all the time. But at the end of the day, those are the things that I would like to speak on, because I think people try to use the criminal element against regular civilians. They try to say, like, if somebody break in my house and I call the police, they gonna say, are you a snitch? Nah. Like, you see what I'm saying? This is just deranged. If you break in my house, you want me to lay you down? Or you want me to injure you and call the police? What I do? What I'm supposed to do? What I'm supposed to do? So that's the thing about this snitch culture thing. You know what I mean? Like for me, if I take a plea, you know what I'm saying? I know that the whole squad is snitching on me. I know that the whole squad is snitching on me, and I take a plea. Hey, I'm taking a plea because I'd rather get 5 years instead of 100, because the whole squad is snitching. Give me 5 years. Yep, you got me. It is what it is. I take the plea. Boom. I ain't taking no stand. I ain't doing none of that. But you got me. I'm gonna take the 5 instead of the 25. I'm not taking no stand. I'm not doing all of that. I'm not signing up to take no stand. I ain't doing none of that. You know what I mean? But I ain't no criminal. You know what I mean? Somebody said, what if you ain't home when it happens? Man, we need to investigate that joint. We need to investigate that joint, man. You got to call the police, man. Somebody breaking your house, man. You can't be vigilante. This ain't the Wild Wild West. But I'm not a criminal. I'm not a criminal. I mean, listen, I just think that conversation is a child's conversation. And, like, you shouldn't be a criminal anyway. Like, why is it, and I'll be talking about this on a new podcast, why is it that people are measuring honor by snitching or not snitching about criminal activity? They're all criminals. They all are cancers to the community. They selling dope. They're killing people. They're kidnapping people. They're putting it in rap songs. They're cancers to the community. And now you got the public measuring honor by a person who is bringing cancer to the community that's already tore apart. And now they measure how honorable they are, whether they snitch or whether they don't snitch, about tearing down the community. And you tell me that our people ain't gone left and crazy. That's why I really never got into that conversation, because I always be like, the only thing I want to bring to the conversation is some wisdom to the conversation. But I never really got into them conversations, because I'm like, how do you measure honor by people who are bringing a plague to a community that's already plagued with self-destruction, oppression, as well as systematic racism, so people don't make it out? Like, how do you say one is honorable than the other one, because both of them participated in behavior that destroys a people, but because this one don't tell on that one for destroying the people, this one is more honorable? Well, that's what I'll be talking about on the podcast. It'll be more uploads than live stream, because my live stream will be done right here talking to you.
In Springfield,
if this was another genre like
the people that came in, they're eating the cats.
Millions and millions of views. This is a masterpiece
of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
Yeah. Check 1, 2. Yeah. What up, Brian? That's some internet profit and you need to stop it. Or someone catch you on the block and cock it, or catch you at your lecture and rock your knocking. Yeah, you mad at me because I'm exposed to your robbing. See, I used to be a robber, I was robbing the thugs and the agents in the hood selling nasty grub. I was only 17 and I didn't know better. Put them things in their face and said, give me the cheddar. But it really amazed me, the age of 40, that people will use the things that would annoy me to rob our people like Bibles and Qurans. Take your money and then they're gone. Shoot, sell and plagiarize books and dreams of unity. Blame the European, but look what you do to me. Got me thinking you can overcome, but when you cut your camera off, you're really one of them. You're gonna have to watch it back for the rest of your life. Give me the cheddar. You can't sleep at night. What up, Starlight? Everybody from the hood to the burbs. Give me the cheddar. Give me the cheddar. You convinced everybody that it's white supremacy. The fact of the matter is you're the real enemy. Give me the cheddar. Give me the cheddar. You ain't nothing but an internet prophet. You're gonna have to watch it back for the rest of your life. I know good and well you can't sleep at night. You done robbed everybody from the hood to the burb with your unction crystals, your books and herbs. Then they calling me the house cause I revealed the scam. They will shake your hand and still grip your fam. Say Hotep, peace, black power, shalom. Assalamu alaikum, praise the Lord in Islam. And at the same time, plotting to get in your pocket, they will white label sunglasses, cups and watches. Make a profit for the enemy they talk about. I can't understand why you ain't been walking out. You ain't noticed since you met them, you sipping in life. Hey, like pipe and it just ain't right. Michael Vincent, Islam, Thurman Smart. Change your plight. Give me the cheddar. Give me the cheddar. Think to yourself, what you really learning, what you really saw. You gave him your all. He own a museum club in the internet mall, selling deodorant. Hurry up and buy. He don't really care if you're broke and you die. You just acting like thank you, exposing the frauds. The mathematician of Moorish World TV. Life, I know good and well you can't sleep at night. You done robbed everybody from the hood to the burbs with your unction crystals, your books, your herbs. You convinced everybody that it's white supremacy. The fact of the matter is you're the real enemy. You've been lying to the people fat in your pocket. You ain't nothing but an internet prophet. You gonna have to watch it back for the rest of your life. Peace out, family. Well, you can't sleep at night. You done robbed everybody from the hood to the birds with your unction crystals, your books and herbs. You gonna have to watch it back for the rest of your life. I know good and well you can't sleep at night. Come on. You done robbed everybody from the hood to the burbs with your unction crystals, your books, your herbs. Crypto! Expose the fraud. Abu X! The matter is you're the real enemy. You've been lying to the people fat in your pockets. You ain't nothing but an internet prophet.
That's right, global African supremacy. That gas, baby. Got to have that gas if you're gonna make it move.
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me on my podcast.
That's right, global African supremacy.
Stop playing with me.
That gas,
Stop playing with me.
You know, listen, as the first lady,
you gonna make it move. Yeah, I just seen silly Billy Carson respond to how that, to how that white boy drug him in that damn debate.
Mayat Hotep. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in.
Who says I smack somebody, poke your chest out, then fly thousands of miles for a peace order?
Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Mayat Hotep. Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace.
I honestly feel like Pan-Africanists are holding the reparations for ADOS hostage.
Sound like a scam coming. Sound like a scam coming. Sound like a scam coming.
Namaste. Assalamu alaikum.
I honestly feel like Pan-Africanists are holding the